Hello and welcome back, everyone. So, continuing on a little bit, some other software that we use here in the store to troubleshoot and diagnose computers. One of them we use is Advanced System Care. Now, again, it's from the same company as Smart Defrag. Some people like it, some people don't. Does it have a bad rep? I don't know, but occasionally it does get flagged as a virus, and it's not. I don't know if it's because it's generally made in China, and so all the U.S. antivirus companies are like, oh no, no. So we've used it for years and never had an issue with it. Like I said, we use it with the same intent as I told you before. You install it, you use it, you uninstall it, because if not, it will pop up in the bottom of your screen every so often and just nag you to death. Hey, we've done this for you. How about you buy us? So this is Advanced System Care. Once you get it installed, as you're installing it, make sure you're not installing other things, because they trying to do a little bit of bundleware. Maybe that's where the threat comes in. But once you get it installed, this is what pops up. Action Center. If you need the other tools, there. Program uninstaller, which I do now have installed. That's what this green one here is, and that'll be a different program. Driver updater. Nice thing about drivers, they don't have to be updated all the time. Please do not buy a driver updater. Device drivers do not update as frequently as software does. Once a year at most, maybe. It's nice to run it once a year, get the updates, and then be done with it. So software updater, again, it's telling me that these pieces of software needs to be updated, which is kind of funny because Internet Explorer is retired, or will be retired soon. So Toolbox, other programs you can get. Protect, this does have kind of like a built-in antivirus and anti-tracking and all that other stuff there. Face ID if you have a camera, for protecting your computer. Speed up, this is a nice little tool to have, again, but you're only going to use it for a one and done type of situation while you're using the program. You can go in here and turn it on, and you'll watch it turn on, and it'll do a little bit of boosting by turning off and on certain things. In this case, it stopped 46 programs, freed up 323 megabytes of programs. It does have other options to use. Optimize all. This is where it's going to do a deep optimizing. Same thing, it optimized 28 different programs. It's one of the programs we use to speed up your computer. When you uninstall this, the deep optimizing will stay in effect. You don't lose that. And then you go over, like I said, one of the neat little tools they put in here too is how much RAM you're using, how much CPU usage you're using. If you hear sirens in the background, I apologize. Sounds like there's a fire alarm going off for the city. So if you hear sirens going by, that's just our volunteer fire department going around. So anyways, back to Advanced System Care. And like I said, please excuse the sirens in the background. Somebody needs help, and so the city is sending out a call signal. So back to scanning. Advanced System Care. What you could do is select all. That's going to be the easiest way to do this. Once you select all, you do scan. It will go in and start scanning for problems. Set it on automatic fix, and just sit back and wait. Now, since we've already done the system defrag, hopefully when it gets to disk optimization, which is defragging your hard drive, hopefully it won't take for long. But this will go through and do a lot of things. Everyone was talking about, or some people talked about CC Cleaner. And yes, CC Cleaner is a wonderful program. I just don't really care for it. This does some of the things that CC Cleaner does. Obviously, privacy traces, these are your cookies. It's getting rid of. And junk files from the internet, it's getting rid of those. Startup items, if it's something that it can be turned off safely without causing any problems, it'll turn it off. Registry entries, obviously it's going to check your system registry files to see if there's any broken ones or corrupt ones, and they'll either fix it or remove them. Spyware threats, it's going to do a basic check for spyware. Internet improvements, I think this is kind of funny. This is a little tweak that is done for basically caching. I think that's how it works. Is it goes through and changes the internet caching or your pipes. It's just ways of downloading the internet faster or moving along faster. Have I ever seen a real big improvement? through in this? Not really, but it's nice little tweaks. All these little tweaks add up to big tweaks. So it's a nice little tool to use. Like I said, and this sometimes takes forever. So don't be surprised if you let this go on and do about your stuff. If it takes a while, that's fine. Hey, no invalid shortcuts. It's because I don't have any. That happens quite a bit when you're updating and installing programs. Sometimes the shortcuts become broken or invalid, or they point to the wrong direction. So that fixes it. Obviously, I don't have any on this virtual machine. That's a good thing. Spyware threats, obviously, it's checking that. Anyways, back to this system optimization. There's the sirens. Go fire department. Please make sure that someone's safe. System optimization, obviously, it's going to do what it needs to do to improve performance. Registry defrag, it's going to take your system registry files from up here and shrink it down. System weakness is basically your Windows updates. If you're missing Windows updates, it's going to install them. Security holes, any known security holes. This is going to be bad software. This is going to be holes in the operating system. If there is a patch for your browsers, that's what security holes fixes. Again, most of the time it is a Windows update that fixes it, but if there are other third-party tools out there to fix a security hole, it will do that. Disk optimization, obviously we've done that with disk defragment already, so it should be relatively quick to that. Security holes, it's checking. I should have one because if you've seen the video previously, I had an update to go through, so we'll probably have one security hole there. It's saying 3 for security weaknesses. But again, this is something that should be ran probably once a week, at least once a month. And there it goes, cleaning up things now. So as you can see, it doesn't take any time at all to run this program. And this is a good basic overall general problem fixer. It will not fix all of your problems. But this is just a way of ensuring and maintaining your computers. Again, once a week. If you've downloaded it from the website, it's going to be in your downloads folder. Let me show you where that's at. You go into your yellow folder down here and downloads. You can see the programs that I have downloaded. There's Night that we've previously talked about before. Smart Defrag, we've talked about that before. And so if you've already got them in here, when you uninstall it, just reinstall it from here. You don't have to go and download the newest one, just so you know. So it's finishing up here, fixing internet improvement. I like that. I've never really found out what it is that they're improving, but okay, so there's I got to see it there. It was fixing the smart screen, which I generally have turned off, but it turned it back on. That's okay. Fixing security holes. There's that update I was telling you about that I had that was pending. Now it's going to install it. Again, nice program to have. If you want to buy it, obviously it's on the cheap. I think it's like $30 or less, and it's good for a year or year and a half, maybe. Anyways, until the next major update comes out. It is a good program. Is it worth the money? Sure. Just remember, though, that it is a Chinese company. So with the current international war of words that is going on, if you don't want to support China, don't buy it. Just use it and then chuck it. I mean, after all, they use us and chuck us, I think. But that's just my thoughts and opinions on that. Don't take that as anything more than just a comment. So again, like I said, this is through a Chinese company with Korean ties, or not North Korea, but South Korea, and so on and so forth. So yeah, like I said, it's a Chinese company that puts this out. Most of your stuff is made in China, even software. So just like I said, if you don't want this to nag you all the time, use it, uninstall it. If you want to buy it, that's great. Certainly it's worth buying. It's just we use this so much on so many different computers. We install it, use it, uninstall it. Like I said, because if you're using the free version, it will nag you to death. Hey, we've done this for you. Maybe you ought to buy us. Like I said, I have never had any problems with this company. I have never had any problems with this piece of software, or any of the IO-bit software for that matter. Why it gets flagged as a threat on occasion, I don't know. But As you can see, it's working perfectly fine. It's not doing anything background that it's not supposed to, because even though I've only shown you basic security, I do have the enhanced security on my desktop, so it would show that. So yep, there it is. It's all finished and complete. This is what you're going to get for the free version. With the pro version, which is what they want you to buy, we could fix another 583 plus problems, which involves performance, system, and security threats. True or not, I don't know, and I've never bought the program to find out. I just use it once and I'm done. So once you're done with it, you just close out of it and then you uninstall it until you need it again. So that is Advanced System Care, one of the many programs that we use here. Like I said, we try to use free programs as much as possible. We test them out a lot, and it's just to keep our cost down. Our service fee is $100 to fix a computer, or if you're going to go to Best Buy or Staples, sure, they'll entice you with the $40 fee getting in the door, and then they screw you at the end with a $150 or $180 service fee at the end. So ours is just flat right out $100, and then it's additional if we need parts. And usually if we need parts, we let you know before that, so you can make that decision. If a repair is going to be more than the 50% value of the laptop or the desktop, we tell you buy another one. And if you don't want to, if you still want us to fix it, we'll fix it. So anyways, let me play an outro for you. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, and whoever the fire department is going to, please be safe. You have my thoughts and prayers.